Hi my little penguins, it's me, Jamie-Lynn. Today I have a very special spooky squishy makeover for you guys. Seeing as it's Halloween and it's October and spooky things are happening, I'm gonna do a Halloween squishy makeover. I hope you guys like it. Let's get going. Oh yay, happy Halloween guys. Okay, so here's the squishy I'm going to be giving a makeover today. It is a reindeer. Yep, not very Halloweeny, kind of Christmassy. It's got a little, I don't really know what that is, something gross on its mouth there. And it's a little bit worn out on the top there. And oh, it's got cute spots on it. Oh, that's cute. And it is like a nice galaxy theme. Oh, and there's a little indent thing there. Oh, and it's got a cute little tail too. Oh, it's really nice squishiness too. Lovely. Okay guys, I'm going to give this one a makeover today. You might recognize it from my squishy unboxing video. But to make it a little bit more interesting, I am going to bring in this guy. So yes, we used his legs in my last squishy makeover video. So if you haven't seen it, go and check it out. But yeah, it has no legs. The tail is coming off and everything's just happening. So I want to kind of put these together to make something really cool and interesting. So let's think about what I can do to this squishy. As it's Halloween, yep, I'm just gonna go ahead and cut his head off. Off with your head. Yes. I'm sorry, reindeer, but your head is going. Yes. And I'm just gonna give that a little clean up there where I'd taken the head off just to make it all nice and neat. And I'm gonna tidy up the seams too while I'm here. Lovely. Okay, so now I'm bringing back in the alicorn with no legs. Lovely. And because that tail's coming off, I'm just going to chop it off anyway. And I am actually going to use this in my new squishy. So yes, I'm just going to kind of fashion a new tail on my squishy here. And that means I unfortunately have to cut off this little cute tail here. Sorry about that, reindeer, but oh look, I've made him a little butt crack. Oh, I don't know why I'm so interested in playing with his little butt crack. But yeah, so I'm definitely going to go ahead and clean up the little tail that I'm going to stick on here just to make sure it fits perfectly. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue it with my fabric glue, and I do have my pins out as well. A lot of people do like to use elastic bands to wrap around their squishies so that it sticks well, but I actually prefer to use pins. This is just because the metal doesn't actually stick to the fabric glue, so it's much easier to get in and out, and it's also good to use these with really intricate little pieces of squishy. Lovely, so now that's all tied up and ready to go with the tail, I am going to turn my attention back to the alicorn with no legs and no tail, so it's just the upper half of an alicorn. And I'm going to go ahead and chop his head off too. Off with your head. Lovely. So yeah, so I'm making a new head for my squishy here. Yes, I don't know if you guys can figure out what I'm doing yet. To be honest, at this point, I don't really know what I'm doing either. But we're seeing how it goes. And yep, I'm just going to take this little keyring bit out. But I always struggle to do this. Ooh, if you've seen my other squishy makeover videos, I always struggle. Yep, and I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue in the hole there, just so it fills up that little gap. Gorgeous. And then I'm just going to pop some glue all around the neck area. And then stick the head on. Lovely. So I'm not quite finished with this squishy yet, so I am going to get my pins back out to make sure that that head stays in place while it's drying. So this fabric glue does take 24 hours to dry, so once everything's pinned in, I am going to leave it for 24 hours. Lovely. So now the head is all firmly on there. and pinned in. I'm going to turn my attention to the tail again, and I'm just going to kind of put some glue around those areas just to tidy it up a little bit. And now I'm bringing in some squishy fishies. Can anyone think about what I'm going to do with these little fishy squishies? Well, I'm going to cut the tails off of these squishies, and I am going to kind of try to fashion them into wings. Yes guys, if you haven't already guessed what my squishy is going to be, it is going to be a dragon. Yes guys, I thought dragons were so cool, especially for a Halloween video. So because it is October, so I am just pinning on those little wings there and tidying up the messes that I made with all of this glue everywhere. Yes, okay, so now that's all ready to leave for 24 hours. And I'm just going to cut his horn off because dragons don't generally have unicorn horns, so I didn't want that horn to get in the way of my dragon. So here is my dragon all dried and ready for my pins to be taken out. Yes, so please be careful if you decide to use pins at home when you make squishy makeovers, just because they are sharp. And if you're worried about using them, you know, get an adult or a guardian to come and help you. That's all good. I've pricked myself a couple of times, which we do not like. This is not a Sleeping Beauty story. But yes, I'm just going to clean up the edges there, and I am going to sand the squishies down. Now the sanding part is really important in a squishy makeover because it gives it a nice rough edge for the paint to stick to. Now I've just got my puffy paint here, and I'm going to go around all of the edges just to make sure that they come across a little bit smoother. The normal fabric paint I have is quite thin compared to puffy paint, so yeah, I'm just going to seal all of those cracks, make sure that that dries, and now I have fashioned a lovely reddy black colour that I'm going to paint the body. Now I wasn't quite sure about what colour I was going to paint the body. I was umming and ahhing with different designs, potentially maybe doing a blue dragon or a purple dragon. But in the end, I decided to do a black base for the dragon's body. And now I've got a nice metallic silver colour to paint on the wings there, but it's coming out a little bit transparent. It's not a great paint. So I'm just going to let that dry and continue painting the body, giving that just a couple of coats there, making sure I get the tail in. Yay! Okay, and now I've decided that because that metallic paint wasn't great, I'm going to use my silver glitter paint. You guys know how much I love glitter. Let's play the glitter song while I paint these wings. Lovely, so it's really squishy still, but I've forgotten about the bottom of his bottom. So yep, I'm just going to cover all that up, and I'm going to touch up those wings again with silver paint, silver glitter paint, just because I missed a few areas there, just to make sure I've got full coverage on those wings there, and tidying up any messes I made with the black. Gorgeous! So it's looking amazing, and I'm super happy with the way that this is turning out so far, but I have made a little bit of mess with the black paint, so I am just going to go and touch those up again with my silver paint. And I'm also going to give him some ears, and I'm using a purple paint here just to dab on the legs, and I'm also using the silver glitter to give him some kind of paws as such in the little indents that were already there on the squishy. Perfect, so now while that's drying, I am using a purple paint here, a purple fabric paint that I'm just going to paint on the bottom of his legs. Gorgeous. So, oh no, I made a mess. It's my long nails that got in the way, and it scraped off one of my little paws on my dragon. So that's not good, and I'm gonna have to clean it up before I can continue. Yeah, I don't really tend to let things dry before I carry on wanting to paint them because I am such an impatient person, guys. I'm so impatient. I just want to get it done. But yeah, so I'm just going to have to clean it up a little bit, add some little extra bits of paws on there, and continue with my purple paint. Lovely. So when the legs are all dry, I am going to turn my attention to his hair. Yes, so I'm going to paint purple hair on my dragon. I thought this would look pretty cool, so that's what I'm going for. A purple and black dragon, why not? But when it had dried, the purple didn't really show out very well, and it didn't show out against the black too well. So I have got my red glitter paint out. You guys know how much I love red and also how much I love glitter. And I'm just going to cover up all of the purple bits that I painted already with the glitter and putting a nice thick layer on. Yes guys, you can hear the glitter song playing already because there's a lot of glitter going on here. I love it so much. Gorgeous. And I'm also going to paint the tail in glitter just to make sure it ties in all nicely. It was originally going to be purple, but I don't have any purple glitter, so I couldn't continue with that design. So what a shame, guys. It had to be red. I know you guys are getting a little bit fed up with seeing red on my channel, but you know, my background's red, my dragon's gonna be red, everything's gonna be awesome. Okay. So now I can turn my attention to the face and draw on some nice little eyes. Now I wanted to go a little bit extra with these eyes because you know dragons' eyes are usually so big and so cute. So yeah, that was awesome, and I'm going over the body with a nice yellow glitter paint and drawing on a little mouth there. Lovely. And yeah, so my eye didn't go so well, so I am just going in and touching the eyes up there just with some puffy paint. And with the glitter paint, I'm using yellow glitter for the iris of the eye, and then I'm putting a white stripe in the middle. After I had done this, I realised that painting a black background was probably a bad idea because now his eyes had to be white, but I think it looks pretty cute myself. And yes, the pupils of his eyes are just going to be straight lines there. If you've seen dragons out and about, you know, just walking down the street, because that's normal, you will see that dragons' eyes, well, dragons' pupils are generally just like a line. I had a little Google of them and yeah, they look super cute, so that's what I wanted to do. And now I want you to see the finished product. And here's my finished squishy. Oh guys, I'm so happy with the way that this turned out today. I'm a little bit upset I wasn't able to put purple on this squishy, but overall I think the colours tie in so well together. I've used so much glitter. I think it probably could have done without the silver glitter all over the body, but you know guys, we can never have enough glitter. It's not my favourite squishy I've ever painted, but I definitely like this design and it was perfect for Halloween. And here's my finished squishy. Oh guys, I'm so happy with the way my dragon turned out today. I should give it a name. If you guys have any suggestions for a name for my little dragon, make sure you... Oh, he fell over. Make sure you comment below and I will definitely be putting polls up on my social medias and we can figure out a name together. So if you guys are new here, you might not know that I try to give a shout out to someone super special on every video that I post. If you're not following me on social medias, make sure that you are. My username is JamieLynnYTC. But the person I want to shout out today also has a YouTube channel and is super supportive of me and my social medias. So the person I'm going to shout out today is Sean Holden. Thank you so much for your support. And definitely keep your eye out for a future collaboration. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up and definitely subscribe to my channel so you can see more videos like this one. Also check out my previous videos. I've done more squishy makeovers, I've mixed and made slime, I've done thrift store makeovers, and I've done some arts and crafts that you guys can do at home. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye my little penguins.